And we're right back. Welcome to Batman Radio. So yeah, like I said, man, the fact is that all these people are sad. Like I said, I figured out the entire mystery. I figured out what it is all about, and I knew it since day one, man. It's never been a mystery, man. Y'all are super obvious and blatant. All these people are literally completely miserable, and they just gave up on everything a long time ago. That's what it's about. So they all try to direct the attention to me and this pathetic effort, right? To, I mean, like I said, just sit there and be jealous and envious. Like, bro, I'm not your source of anything. You can just go ahead and move on, and y'all don't have a choice. All y'all got to move on and find something else to do. You got to find a hobby. You feel me? Like I said, nah, man. Every single person that y'all deal with and talk to, I just think it's crazy how they all take the bait and then they expose themselves. Like I said, I've been knowing homeboy for years, man. I've played ball with him, basketball. Like you ain't no good at basketball. Let's just get real. Like, like I said, that was just a cowardly move, man, all around, bro. Like straight up. And I'm gonna continue to expose all y'all when you do these cowardly moves. That's crazy, man. Like straight up, that's absolutely crazy. Like I said, all because just because I film a video. Yeah, like I said, it's the video. I got that little machine in it, right? The pink machine, and I got the bike, right? So you got these people, they so super petty and coming undone and triggered and pressed by me and my existence and my beautiful life that they do petty stuff. So they worried about that. So then they call and talk to these people who are completely irrelevant. Like none of those people are nobody. Like they're irrelevant. And they talk to these irrelevant people all the time as if I'm gonna care or it's gonna affect me. Like I said, bro, it ain't no big deal. It ain't gonna change nothing. You feel me? Like it's just whatever. Like if I can't, if I can't take my bicycle in a certain place, that's not really a big deal, man. You know what I mean? Like at all. Like I'm gonna still figure out a way to do what I need to do. You know what I mean? Like I said, we got the bus system. There's ways to do things, right? Hold up. But hold up. This is what you get when you deal with petty people. But like I said, at least I'm not like you. At least I'm not like him, bro. Where I know he's settled and you know what I mean? He has to sit there and walk around all day doing nothing. I mean, do you actually have a job, sir? Because, like, from what I see, you don't do anything. That's the truth. All he does is walk around. Like, you ain't nobody. You ain't no real security, bro. Real security, bro, does actual security. You don't do security. I'm just saying the truth. Your job is a fluke and a joke. You know what I mean? Just like all the jobs down here in the valley, like I said, they don't even pay them like a normal actual living wage. I mean, only someone who's desperate is going to do these things in the first place. That's why I just say the truth. I never said I wanted to work for none of y'all or work for none of those companies. For what? Why would I want to do that? See, that's the thing, bro. All of them are just jealous and envious. Like you see me on a whole nother level with everything. I'm running everything right. The only issue is this company's not compensating me correctly. I could care less. You know what I mean? Either way, I'm winning. Real talk. That check's up over $90 already. You know what I mean? Like I said, how is it that I get paid a hundredth of a cent for like 1,000 views? Real talk. And I literally can guarantee you that I have like first of all, my job, I'm the CEO of my own company, my own media company. So this is my own company I'm building up. So over time, it all continues to pay off. I continue to make my checks. Like I said, we're gonna get this next check coming out real soon. It's about to be completely accrued to $100. It's $100 threshold, and then I'll keep running with it because I got this whole month, and then they'll pay out whatever. I don't know if it's the next month or the month after. I really could care less at this point, But the whole point, I think, yeah, it would be next month, I believe. So not too bad, but you just got to understand, man. Like that dude, yeah, he's a nobody, bro. And like I said, somebody told him to do that. It's common sense because he went out of his way and it was like early. So I'm just walking and he's talking about, oh, blah, 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 womp, womp, womp. Uh, oh, you can't have the bike in here. Why not? Are you saying that you can't have a bicycle anywhere? That don't even make no sense, bro. There's plenty of places that people take bicycles, bro. I'm telling you right now. I've seen people take bicycles in any building across this country. So that's all lies and nonsense. Like I said, it's just more discriminate behavior. And like I said, it all comes from the same weird group online. And I don't know what they think they're showing because they're not showing anything. That's the red triangles. So right there, that proves that you're taking phone calls that are illegal. You see what I'm saying? But it's all good because, like I said, you like a rent to security guard anyway. You're not even like a real security guard, but he's nobody. He's irrelevant. And like I said, I'm gonna just start pointing out reality when these people want to do these games and keep trying to like cause issues when there is none. Like I said, I'm walking, minding my business. All these people keep approaching me, and they keep taking these phone calls from these weird people, right? That are literally delusional. Okay, and they don't make any sense. Like, yeah, I'm not like my patience is thin, bro. It's worn out. I'm not about to put up with nothing, bro. I've been dealing with that too long. It don't make no sense, bro, for people to be following me around the internet and worried about what I'm doing. Like I said, it's no big deal, man. I'm gonna still go over there and be in the same place. I just won't have the bicycle. That's all. Act like it's a big deal, this petty stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because people are so desperate because they can't build nothing, they can't do nothing for themselves. So they want to create many roadblocks for me because I'm successful. Y'all mad at anybody who's halfway successful. That's pathetic, man. It's just crazy, bro. Y'all's mentality, man. Just like I said, I just can't believe that he did that. Like that's crazy. Cause I know dude. I've been knowing him for years. Like I said, I thought we was cool. Apparently not, bro. And like I said, that's not the first time either that you pulled like a sucker move. Let's get real, bro. Cause like there was another day I remember like back in the day, months ago, maybe a year ago or more, and he said something like, you gotta sit next to your scooter, blah blah blah. If you're over there using the outlet, no, you don't. That doesn't even make no sense. What are you talking about? Y'all think that you control people in these establishments. When people walk into your establishments, you work for them. You're literally a public servant. Nobody works for you. You don't tell me what to do. I don't have to be anywhere. I don't have to do anything. That's the truth. The actual truth is, like I said, if I want to have my bicycle with me and walk into any building, I can. There's nothing they can do about that but run their mouth. You understand? So it's like I said, like it's not something that's worth like, you know, caring about, you know what I mean, or arguing over, but it's just absolutely petty and that's them. Like I said, the pettiness keeps coming from these people. He's a nobody, bro. Like I said, that dude, he's a nobody, man. He can't play ball. You know what I mean? He's jealous because he's jealous of the channel. I already know, and he's jealous because I'm a superstar and I'm doing the real thing. And he's the one too. He has to sit there and like make his rounds and go around like they literally like that. I already know everything about that, bro. So he got to sit there and go all around the premises, right? So he be sitting there stalking too. So yeah, I bet he's been taking phone calls. He's another one got nothing better to do. That's what they all do, man. They all work these little rinky-dink jobs, and then they think they slick, and they start accepting money from these people if it's little amounts of money in their cash app or something. Or yeah, these people are paying them off and stuff to try to create roadblocks. Like, bro, that all that stuff is irrelevant, man. There's nothing you can do, bro. Like, trust me, bro, because everything I do, my actions are all right. You can't tell me that I can't be anywhere or can't go anywhere. That's not the game. That we're not gonna play that game. I'm a grown man, bro. I'm 35 years old, man. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Period. Unless like I really am doing something wrong, right? Which I would have to do of my own accord, which I don't do. So there's nothing y'all can do. You could talk to whoever, bro. Straight up. Talk to whoever, call whoever, talk to whoever, bro. They all irrelevant, man. There's nobody who affects me, the money I make, what I want to do. Just like I said, just like you keep calling them other companies too, and I'm filing a lawsuit on them. That's guaranteed, bro. On yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about on those little places. Yeah, and you keep saying lies that don't exist, and I caught them and they lie because they talking about yeah, you came in the last two times and blah blah blah, and people blah. No, that's all lies because you would have said something. You see what I'm saying? If you had three opportunities to say something that wasn't there that y'all made up and doesn't exist because he's another dude who's jealous, right, and discriminate, well then you would have said something, right? That don't even make no common sense. I mean, if there's an issue at anything at all of any regard, you're gonna bring it up and you're gonna say something. And actually, by law, you have to. You get what I'm saying? Because if not, it makes you look bad and it shows that you're a liar because that's what they all are. You feel me? No, no. I tell all y'all straight up in front of you what it is. You know what I mean? And like I said, I already stood up to all those people, man. I already did. That was a long time ago in the past, man. I've already stood up to everyone. I already told everybody reality and what it is. Like, no, I told them straight up they were discriminating. Hmm. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I even literally like pointed it out that exactly the individual who was doing the discriminating towards me. Yeah, how they were trying to ask me like literally what they were doing was illegal. They were asking me to produce like hospital records. Like that's illegal. You don't have any power or authority to do that. See, all these people they have no power and they're all little narky narcs, right? So I'm gonna call all y'all out because all y'all some cowards. I'm gonna keep calling y'all out. You want to do some coward stuff? I'm gonna call you out for it. How do I know that this dude didn't accept money like that other dude who lost his job at both of those little places as the fake clerk that he was, right? Right? Yeah. Got sunned and G checked. Remember? Yeah. So he lost both his jobs. He got his karma, right? I ain't even seen him around. He's terrified, obviously. He ran from Batman completely, right? And obviously, everything that I said was going to happen happened because, I mean, obviously, he had to go leave and find somewhere else to be and go straight up. He left. I ain't seen him nowhere straight up. Like, I do not come across him anymore at all, like straight up, which is crazy because he literally like was trying to have his presence everywhere, right? And I mean, I told y'all like I always get the result I want the right way. I told y'all like, nah, he gonna have to move somewhere else, bro. Straight up, he gonna have to take that coward stuff and that fake talk somewhere else. Straight up, like that's not gonna fly, bro. It's just not, man. It's common sense, man. You know what I mean? Like me, I'm from Austin, bro. We ain't gonna tolerate no disrespect. I don't care who you are. You feel me? So, like I said, I mean, all of that's been resolved, right? Then, like I said, when y'all talk to those other people in that little fake store, all that got resolved, right? Same thing, told them there's no fear, stood up to them, right? Put them in their place verbally the right way. You know what I mean? They can't do nothing. I can call corporate, right? They're going to have to fix my stuff that I bought, right? That I put tons of money into and help build my career, right? Yeah, and Christina is going to be able to walk right in there and buy the big scooter or whatever the hell I want. Yeah, like what do you think that I can't make friends? That I can't make friends? Like I don't have friends that can buy things for me? Like you're not making any sense, bro. There's no way to stop me from getting inventory, period. Especially if you're dealing with a local place and there's only a couple of spots to get inventory at. You can't just say, "Oh, well, we're gonna sit here and pretend and we're gonna lie and we're gonna say, oh, this guy is a problem and no, I wasn't the problem. Y'all were the problem. Y'all made the problem very clear, right, with your actions. Like I said, no, what happened is y'all paid off the guy that works there, right? And it's the same thing. My lawyer, when I file this lawsuit, will be trying to get records of all that and phone calls and everything. No, y'all keep accepting phone calls from actual domestic you know what's. That's a felony. Do you understand that? So now you've got a rent to security guard who I've known for years, who we've played basketball together. See, these people keep doing it to themselves. They keep coming out the woodwork. Every day it's another hater. Well, my job is to expose you. This is what Batman does. See, you're not understanding how serious this is. This is a serious thing. Like, I can get all y'all put in jail and prison, bro. Do you understand that? This is a federal lawsuit that you're tampering with. When you do these little petty things, because it's petty, because you don't have any business approaching me or talking to me, even worrying about me. You have a job to do. Like him, he should be doing his actual job and making sure that people are safe, which quote unquote is what Batman has to do, right? Because, like I said, none of them do their job. He should be doing that and working instead of worrying about, oh, it's a bicycle. What does the bicycle have teeth and arms? I mean, what is the bicycle going to grow legs and walk away? what what's the big deal about the bicycle? You can't have that bicycle here. What is the bicycle gonna do? Like, really tell me, is the bicycle gonna jump on a trampoline? I mean, is the bicycle, does it have big sharp teeth? What does the bicycle do? I really should have asked him that. Like, I might tell him that the next time I see him. Like, what is the issue with my bicycle? Like is my bicycle scary? Like, like straight up, bro. Like you people funny as hell, bro. It's pathetic, man. Come on, bro. He's a hater. It's plain as day. It's clear as day, bro. Like I said, that's why he'll be trying to say that stuff. They try to exercise fake power that doesn't exist. Man, all y'all corny, bro. Get out my face. Straight up. Y'all corny, man. Bunch of narcs. You know what I mean? Real talk. It's hilarious. All of them are the same. Like I told you, all y'all are the same. All y'all are pathetic. And it's just like the same thing with the church group. Like I said, that's why like Miguel's clearly in his feelings because Miguel just wants to try to have his fake power over people. The only reason, okay, that they invited me to do that was not out of pure intentions. It was because they were going to Kentucky on that Saturday and they wanted me to do their little slave labor. Yeah, no, I'm good. You feel me? Like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and be fake. Everyone else, all of y'all can be fake, and I'm gonna continue to expose you for it. Like people need to understand you better watch what you say to me because whatever you say to me, like can and will be held against you in a court of law, right? Just like they tell you straight up, and it will be used against you on here when I expose you and say all the facts about all y'all. All these people fake, man. I'm just telling you the truth, man. You know, like I said, I tried to be cool with Raul. He's all right, but I mean, I still think that he's being fake. I don't think any of it's genuine. I think it's just his version of running game. And like I said, he wanted to get me out there to Kentucky and start his nonsense again and do the same thing. And I mean, do you think I'm that weak? I mean, I could have gone. I mean, I would have endured like I endured last time. I'm not going to leave. I didn't leave because I couldn't endure anything. Smart one. I left because I don't agree with forced slave labor and how I would never ever find myself doing that, right? Unless it's completely willingly because I'm trying to help out and that's something I really want to do, right? Nah, man, like I said, they had already talked to him, they had already contacted him clearly. It's just obvious as hell because that's why that cook was already targeting me over there. That lady that looks like Zippy Long Stockings or whatever, like the little dolls that you buy, the Raggedy Ann's dolls. That's how she looked, like Raggedy Ann. She had like freckles and stuff, and she was all like just all up in her feelings all the time, whining and trying to give me different treatment than everybody else. It's like, so either people talk to you who follow me around and somehow figured that out, which is also suspect and makes everyone look suspect as usual all over again. It continues to be the same thing that everybody looks mad suspect, right? But at the end of the day, it's either that or it's just I'm that much of a formidable force that the minute I'm around, my presence is known. And it was funny over there because, like I said, over there, remember they were trying to be like, "Oh, calm down." I'm not calming down nothing. I'm telling y'all what it is. Like I'm doing my job. I'm doing everything right. Y'all got some dude coming here up behind me bothering me, who's got the opposite preference and weird as hell, and he just keeps on trying to bother me while I'm trying to work. That's what it is. So why don't you do your job and remove him from the kitchen? That way we won't have any issue. Common sense, but no, they didn't want to do that. See, he wanted to be like, "Oh, calm down. You don't ever tell me to calm down, bro. You're nobody." And I told dude straight to his face. That was like one of the fake managers or whatever. Like, you're nobody, bro. Y'all use forced slave labor, man. Y'all claim that you're doing this and that. And oh, we're selling horses for $6 million. You ain't selling nothing, bro. Selling horses for $6 million, but you use forced slave labor. How that makes sense? So where's all that money going? Come on, bro. You can't tell me and sit here and say that that doesn't look like racketeering. It looks like racketeering. Just call it what it is. See, people don't get. I'm gonna say what I want, and I'm sue proof. Can't nobody sue me because you have to have actual grounds, and it has to be something that's actual, like slander or like real misinformation. No, you're using forced slave labor. That's the facts. That's what it is, and there's nothing you can do about it. And I'm sue proof because I ain't got nothing for you to take. Everything's already protected. I designed everything that way, and all the people who are trying to mess me over, it basically backfired on them. So I have everything set the way I want it because of them. The people who have had it out for me the most, man, who never wanted me to have anything or succeed, they've created their own hell for themselves. They created their own situation where they assume basically the responsibilities that I don't have to take care of anymore because of their jealousy and envy of me. You see what I'm saying? Like God works in mysterious ways, man. That's why I just sit back and I let God handle all y'all, man. I let God do his work and I just sit back and laugh at y'all. It's the truth. Like I said, you see the transformation I'm going through. You see it's real. You can see it ain't fake. And this is what I'm saying. It just, you can see this is expected. This is not a surprise for me, bro. I knew I was walking into all this. It's just, it's a surprise how quickly it comes and how it comes out of nowhere. Like I said, that dude, that rent to security guard, I've been knowing him for years, bro. Like that's corruption right there, as plain as day. I mean, like I said, I just put the video out. It's common sense, right? So this is how crimes get solved, right? If I put the video out and it had the bicycle and it had that little pink machine, then clearly these people said, "Oh, I'm gonna make a phone call and say, hey, he shouldn't have his bike in there." Yeah, Karen, that's some petty stuff, bro. I've been knowing this dude for years, homie. Like, you're not serious right now, right? You're really trying to front like that, man. That's crazy, bro. So, like I said, how would you feel, right? How do you think I'm gonna feel about him? Like, come on, bro. You just pulled a whole sucker move. That's some sucker stuff. That's crazy, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro. I've had a bike in that place, and whether it be this one or any of my other ones, I'm talking about at least easily thousand, over 1,000 times. At least, if not thousands. So, like I said, when people are just being petty and then like, this is my problem. See, my problem, I wouldn't have a problem if people would stop taking bait of people who are jealous and envious and literally delusional. These people are completely out of their mind. They're insane. So, what would that make the rent a security guard? He's insane as well. You have to be insane to be hating on me. You have to be insane to go against me. Straight up, you have to be insane to take bait that doesn't even make coherent sense. Hold on. You feel what I'm saying? See, the thing about Batman, man, Batman is the world's greatest detective, man. He always figures out the mystery. That was an easy one. Took me all of 3 milliseconds to figure out. Yeah, no, he took a phone call. And like I said, it was the same Karens that are mad because they can't rap and they don't have anything going on for themselves and they don't make any money and they're mooching and they don't own anything and they're not even able to pay rent and they don't can't even afford a hot dog. So they told him, "Oh, well, you need to tell him he shouldn't have his bike in there." And then I don't know if somebody else told him, "Well, when you see him, you need to tell him that for what?" Like, you see, we got to call that what it is. That's hating. That's just blatant hatred. So this is what it's been since day one: unmitigated hate for no reason. And all I've tried to do is get away from that and separate myself from that because I have nothing to do with that. I got nothing but pure love in my heart for everybody. You feel me? So, like I said, y'all are going to continue to make yourselves look worse. And anything else you say, if you want to keep running your mouth and talk any further and you say anything to me, right? I'm just going to go, like, I'm going to go live and I'm going to do another live stream and I'm going to literally have all y'all's, like, at least your first name out there publicly. All that's by law legal, bro. I know how to move, man. I'm going to expose you legally in front of everyone on here. Okay? But I'm gonna put your name in it so that people know who I'm talking about. And I could do that already. I have every reason to. Like, that's ridiculous, man. Do you get what I'm saying? Somebody can't say, "Oh, there's a new policy," when it's not a new policy. They're not saying that, and they just enforcing a policy that doesn't exist. Because if it's already been done 8 million times, how in the hell, oh, this day because I just put out a video and other people who are jealous talk to you and that's all it takes, and then, oh, suddenly you're trying to tell me what to do? Yeah, you don't tell me what to do, bro. What you need to do is go get a real job. I'm gonna tell you straight up, bro, because trust me, I've worked for real security companies, a lot different security companies, better than the one you work for. That's a complete joke. Let's get real. All the companies that require certifications too, they a joke. That doesn't make them legit. They're a joke. They pay people, nothing for wage, and they pay them to stand around and do nothing, just like he does. That's what all of them do. They have that up in Minneapolis. That's not real security. You don't enforce anything. You're not an enforcer. You're not a security guard. You're just basically a guy wearing a costume. That's what y'all do. All y'all wear uniforms, right? You want to talk about a costume like the Penguin, right? Well, you wear a costume. I mean, you used to work at Mickey D's, right? You couldn't keep your job at Subway. You couldn't keep your job at Mickey D's. You couldn't keep your job anywhere, and you were miserable wearing their little uniform. So you wear a costume. I ain't never worn a costume, bro. I wear a bulletproof vest, like 50 Cent. I'm Batman. What are you talking about? I go out in the street and do the real thing, which you don't have the heart to do. None of you. So what are you talking about? So see, what I'm saying is, homeboy, the rent security guard, he just jumped out the box and just made himself look like a fool because he just exposed himself. See what I'm saying? And I can guarantee that it has to do a lot more than anybody from the internet. It has to do with, like I said, it's something about like his people are watching my channel, probably like his wife or his baby mama or something. Like they all be watching, and I don't care about that. Like I have a woman, I have Christina. That's all I want. That's all I care about. Literally, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying that's where it comes from. If it's a dude, the problem half the time is always some girl or the women. Just like I said, that fake clerk, I think his deal was something about some chick I think that was working over there, and I think he liked her or something. And I guess like I didn't have nothing to do with her. Maybe she was showing me too much attention at that time. This was way back now, but maybe she was showing me too much attention and he got jealous. I don't know, bro. People are weird, bro. But like, I mean, I didn't have anything going on. You know what I mean? So it's like, I guess just because I'm good looking and I got a lot going for me, people are upset. You know what I mean? It's just like him. He said something about, oh, my life, that, this, and that, and the other. My life is beautiful. I made that perfectly clear, didn't I? I made it clear that you're projecting because everything for you sucks. I mean, you know what I mean? Not only that, but you lost both your jobs. That was all you did for years because you don't know how to do anything else. You're just like a robot and you just wear your glasses and serve one function to be a robot and you're nobody. You back down. You know what I mean? Like I said, you got sunned, you got G checked, you were terrified. Then you tried to snitch and then that didn't work. I mean, can you get any more cowardly? You see what I'm saying? All these people, they keep being cowards and they think that they're going to win something. You're going to win the grand prize of losing and failing and of nothing. You're not going to have anything happen to me. Common sense. You understand? Because it doesn't work that way. The world doesn't work that way. That's why all y'all's approach is just hilarious, man. Like these people act like it's their job to try to whatever call these people in places and whatever and say nonsense. They act like it's their job to act like they're doing something towards me. That's what they have people going along saying, yeah, they're messing with Sneed. My name ain't Sneed, first of all. My name is Tyree. Okay. It ain't nothing else. And nobody calls me out my name. I don't let nobody do that. Talking about messing with me? Ooh, I'm in the street every day. Ain't nobody messing with me. Ain't nobody mess with me in my 35 years on this planet. Nobody messes with me at all, homeboy. You ain't messing with me. How are you messing with me when I don't even know who you are? You don't even exist in my world or my realm, and you have nothing to do with me or my life, and you can't affect my life. That's the truth. Y'all already tried. You can't do nothing, bro. Now you got to just sit there and watch me win. Right? That's the truth. You don't scare nobody, bro. That's what they think. They think they scary because they little cowards hiding behind their computers and their phones. And ooh, I'm gonna try to mess something up for you. Well, try your hardest. Try harder, Trilese. Like do your worst, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you what, God sure is doing a number on all of you. Mhm. And I'm gonna tell you what, karma is real, and I'm gonna call it out right now. I guarantee you, I bet you anything that instant karma comes to all of them for that little move they just did. Straight up, it's just common sense. Karma is real, man. Like I can't stop karma, bro. That's why people shouldn't mess with me because I can't control how the ancestors respond and how God handles you. God gonna stand up for me, and he gonna go to you know what to the ends of the earth for me. He gonna ride for me all day. Like I said, I put a video out and it's that serious for people that because I put a video out with my bicycle in it and some little whatever little game machine that you got to call people and they got to tell me, oh, you can't have your bike in here. Suddenly, after years of having a bicycle in there, that doesn't make any sense. That's illegal. So, okay, cool. I'll just file another lawsuit. No problem. That'll be another lawsuit. Now I'm suing them. Straight up. I'm not playing. I'll sue the security company and I'll sue that whole place. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I have grounds to sue that whole place because they all do weird stuff like the janitors will do weird stuff or say weird stuff. Like all of them, bro. Like I don't care what you're talking about, bro. My whole thing is, man, I'm cool with everybody, like I said, until people want to not be cool. The minute you start advancing on me and trying to create roadblocks for me or give me a hard time or get in the way of my money and how I make my money, hell no, bro. I already go out my way. I have it hard enough as it is. Everything is impossible enough. And when I'm going out my way, bro. Like I have to do a lot just to be able to go into these buildings and places. And when I'm going through that much to do it, which is why I have the bike, right? Because I gotta ride the bike. When you say, well, you can't have a bike here, so what does that mean? So I'm so like, you're saying I can't ride a bike, and then basically they're just saying you can't take a bicycle in any building. That doesn't make any sense. That's illegal. That's not the law. That's not how it works. Yes, you can. That's the people have to be able to ride a bike and be able to take it into a place to where they go. Not every place has a bike rack. What are you talking about, dude? See, the things these people say are hilarious. They'll say things like that, like, "Oh, you can't have a bike here," but yet half of them don't have a bike rack. And he sounded so slow when he was saying that. He's like, "Yeah, yeah, in the front There's a I'm like, I know, like, dude, I mean, I was born at night, but not last night. Are we really serious right now? You think I don't know where the bike rack is? So you're not listening. Why would you tell a grown man what to do with his money? I'm supposed to go buy a bike lock because you told me something? Just like when you sat there looking silly and aloof and delusional like you're high, okay? Like you don't get like what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to do what you tell me? No, you think I'm going to teleport with the bicycle like I said, okay, and kept walking with the bike. Like, yeah, I'm not going to teleport. I'm not Superman, I'm Batman, buddy. I have to walk, right? Like he literally sat there like he don't know how to think, like looking like he was slow, like literally like he thought I was gonna teleport like Superman with the bicycle or something. Like, bro, I'm Batman. I'm not Superman. Like, are you people serious right now, bro? These are the games you want to play? That's petty, man. Like I said, they all graduated from Petty University. Meanwhile, he working a job that's going nowhere, ain't successful, ain't doing nothing. And the only dude who tried to be cool with him, because quite frankly, nobody else likes you, right? You ain't got no real friends. Let's get real. The only dude who tried to be cool with you, you just crossed and just did some sucker stuff towards. Okay, cool, no problem. You feel me? No problem, man. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm saying. Like I keep trying to be cool with everybody. I'm being nothing but nice. I was always nothing but nice to him. Always said hi. Always just showed him nothing but love. And this is just the thing, like the same situation like with Joe Budden and Busta Rhymes when Joe Budden said, well, Busta Rhymes came out the woodwork and said this and that, and it's very disrespectful and blah 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 to Joe Budden. And Joe Budden said, yeah, me and Busta Rhymes, every time I've seen him, we've shown each other nothing but love always been nothing but nice to Busta Rhymes. So when he said that, it kind of threw me for a loop. Do you see what's happening? I'm just saying, like, do I really need to paint? Can I paint the picture any more clear? I'll tell you what's happening. What's happening is all these people are jealous. That means I'm doing everything right. See, that's the reason I don't worry. See, I'm not going to worry about where I go and what I do. And, oh, I can't put out a video. I can do whatever I want. I don't care what you people do on the internet. You know what life is about? Happiness, one. But number two, it's about keeping your energy. And I know everything about energy and energy fields, believe me. I don't give the world my energy. You see what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean you sit here and ignore mistreatment and unfairness and the other A word that like you can see what I'm saying. I mean, it's clear what these people are trying to do, and they're trying to treat somebody some way at a distance or hiding behind a system. You see how everything I say is true? That's hiding behind a system. They do it while they're behind some company, some job, instead of just being a man and saying, "Hey, look, I have a problem and I'm jealous of you." Do you see what I'm saying? It's just not a manly or a womanly thing to do. It's cowardly. So, like I said, now you made that dude look bad. Like I said, the last time y'all did this, like I said, the other dude, because of me, right? He lost. I basically had him lose both jobs, sunned him, G checked him, right? So he was terrified, right? Then he tried to snitch, and that didn't work. And all them people love me, and they already know about me and know who I am. And then I talked to one of them, and he was like, "Don't be so much of a vigilante." Remember that was hilarious. Me and him were cool, right? No problem. We straight. So you know, it's just in the reading it came out too. It said they tried to put you down to the wrong person. Like, I'm not going to sit here and watch what I'm saying and hold back. Like, you know what I mean? That's like if that was him, well, if that was him, then he would have not been on what he's on. He wouldn't be telling someone, you can't have a bike in here. I've had a bike in there 1,000 million times, bro. You don't even have a leadership role. You're not even a manager. You're not a CEO of a company. You for sure don't own that company. That company is a joke. You could tell him I said it. So what are you talking about? Who told you that you're king or you make any rules? I'm just being real, bro. That's not your establishment, man. That entire company and business, if I actually wanted to push the issue, especially legally, I could file a lawsuit. And I think I'm going to. I've had enough. I think we should just stop talking and start filing lawsuits. Like, it'll be in time when I get the lawyer ready and everything, like I said, and me and Christina are getting married. She already told me I'm gonna have a lawyer for like 25 years. I mean, it's not like we're not gonna be able to afford the best lawyers money can buy. We'll be able to afford an attorney easily. You understand? But we'll have one already, like on retainer for like 25 years. So once we get married. So I mean, Christina's filled me in on, a lot. That's what y'all don't get. So when you got strangers going on YouTube talking about I'm here to mess with Sneak. You're not messing with me. I don't watch y'all. You don't have any access to me. I don't talk to you. So what do you mean? I already took God's advice and made sure y'all don't have any access to me. There's nothing more I can do. But when you start doing these games and you keep doing them for years and decades repeatedly, when I'm telling you I'm already filing a lawsuit and all of you are going to go to prison for your actions, that's on you. These are your actions. Be my guest. Continue. The more of these illegal antics that you pull and do, it's going to all get exposed and talked about on this radio show, and we're going to take it to court, and I'm going to win because I can prove that that video was put out chronologically, and then today magically he says, "Oh, you can't have the bacon here." Like, seriously? That's a real statement right now? That makes sense to you? Huh, and guess what? That's not the first time. It's in the same week pretty much. I had another place try to pull that same stunt with the bike. Why? Same thing. Phone call. It's common sense, right? Why? Because these people will stalk me to the point that if I turn on my location on my phone, they know where I'm at and then they start calling the place immediately. They're sitting there 24 hours a day, monitoring, taking shifts to see if they can track where I am to do this little petty nonsense. That's all illegal felonies. And I have full concrete proof of it. Like I said, these are all lawsuits. So right now I can file a lawsuit on that restaurant, right, which is a huge chain in America. Then I can file a lawsuit on the other place that, right, that's just this one establishment here, right? And then I could file a lawsuit on that security company. Any more money, free money you want to give me? This is all free money. Like what? People messing with me. Who tell me? I don't even know the last time somebody messed with me. People don't mess with me at all. People stay the hell away from me and give me my space. They know better. They know who I am. What are you talking about, bro? Just like I'll say everything I want about that individual, right? The rent a security guard, and he won't do nothing about it. That's the truth. Real talk. He ain't even gonna say nothing. I already know, bro. People like that, they're all the same, bro. All y'all are a dime a dozen. You're cowards. You're nobodies. You know what I mean? So it's like I like it. I enjoy that y'all do this because it shows me who's got some jealousy and envy going. Like, yeah, I could see it in your eyes, bro. I could see what's up. You trying to play? They try to play like they slow. That's what they all do. Like, y'all ain't that slow. Y'all know what you're doing. Like, nah, bro. What you're doing is literally against the law and it's completely uncalled for, every single one of you. And see, they keep making the first move. I told you. I literally just went through this and I said, people have no business approaching me. What does he do? Approaches me. I'm not talking to this dude. I'm walking minding my business with my bike. He's conveniently right there, like waiting. That's weird, man. You get what I'm saying? Like walking right towards me. That don't make no sense, bro. You should have something to do, bro. I don't care if it's early in the morning. You should have a job to do, bro. And how they letting you even clock in at that hour? Like what? So that should be considered illegal right there. So they letting you clock in around like before 11? That should be illegal. Like you're basically not even open. That don't even make no sense, bro. See what I'm saying? Is that what they do? They let you ride the clock. So see what I'm saying? It's just more and more evidence of discrimination, which is another lawsuit. And I could sue the entire county for that. I could sue the entire city. Do you understand that? They're not all civil matters. Some of these can be taken to Supreme Court, I think. Like real talk, it's that serious. So when you're doing all these things, right? Like what you did with like Dizzy Rooster and all that, do you think that it's having any magnifying effect in my life? No, I don't care about that. That's petty. That's what I tell all y'all. I don't care. But now I'm gonna start caring, which means what I'm gonna start doing is when y'all want to be a Karen, I'm gonna start caring. Right? Sharing is caring, meaning I'm gonna start caring about the issue. I'm gonna expose all y'all publicly. Y'all want to do illegal stuff. You want to take these bribes from people. You want to take money from an actual underground illegal organization that I labeled the Red Triangles. That's what I'm calling them and naming them, the Red Triangles. So you want to do this and play this game? No problem. You're going to get exposed publicly. And now that guy has been exposed publicly, right? I don't even know his name, to be honest. I don't even be paying attention to you fools. I've been knowing him for years, and I don't even know his name because he doesn't exist to me. He's irrelevant. He's just like y'all. All you're the same. Like, come on, bro, that ain't cute to sit there and pull that stunt. That's pathetic, man. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because you be seeing the channel. Because you jelly. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, because you wish you could do what I do, just like you wish you could play ball like me. You don't even play ball no more, right? You got your responsibilities, quote unquote, because you settled, right, in misery, and you settled with people who ain't worth nothing. Let's just get real, like all y'all. Just like so-called women, they settle down with a dude, not a man. None of them are men. Okay, they're a joke. They settle down with these dudes who don't have nothing to offer and they're a joke. I mean, can you imagine being a grown man and being a rented security guard for your career? I'm just saying. See, that's the thing, bro. Y'all want to be disrespectful, but you don't understand. I'm going to get really disrespectful after that. I'm not going to be respectful to people who disrespect me. There's no more Mr. Nice Guy. So whatever you send my way, just make sure that you stand on it because I'm going to call you out for it all day and I'm going to respond the right way. Yeah, talking. You feel me? Because that's the best option for me. You know what I mean? I got everything going for me, man. I'm already wealthy, man. I got all the equity. Like I said, that dude wishes that he could be in my shoes and have what I have and move how I move and do what I want to do. They wish they could do what I do. All of them. That's what it stemmed from. So, like I said, I mean, when people just, if you took this kind of effort and persistence and you just put it into some job applications, all of you, including him, and got a real job, man, what you could make of yourself. You feel me? Let them do what they do, man. It's absolutely pathetic, man. But yeah, I'm not going to sit here and keep my mouth shut about what these people are doing when it's super obvious and I have enough intuition and my gift to figure it all out. Like I said, that's some Joker and Riddler moves right there. So now you working with the Joker? You supposed to be an actual security guard, but you working with the Joker. This is like in Austin. They got people in Austin posing as security guards, and me and other people were figuring out the mystery without any. And we don't have these jobs; these other people do. We figured out like a million mysteries of like actual crimes and stuff on our own, and that's not our job description. How is that possible? But these people won't do their job. There was a dude in Austin working security, and he used to stay in that arch in that shelter, right? He's a big, kind of tubby dude, right? He's chub chubs, right? And I don't remember how. It was something like we were working bar security, so we had to go over there. Somebody was giving me a ride or something, and me and a friend, we just had figured it out real quick that that dude was staging break-ins so that he could, I think, call or something. And then I think he was stealing something like merchandise or something in Austin. In Austin, what you figure out is that all the organizations, like the fake security companies, and especially like the kind of underground ones and the rinky dink and all that, right? I know everything about all of them. Okay. And what you figure out is they're all criminal organizations. Okay. This is what you don't understand. The whole thing is a criminal underworld. That's what you have in all these jobs. You have a criminal underworld that tries to paint the picture on the front like they're nicey nice and they're law abiding citizens and point the finger at the actual law abiding citizens like me, right? And make us look like we're the villains and they're the good guy when it's the complete opposite. So, like I said, that dude that rent a security guard, that's a villain right there. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you're a criminal. You're taking phone calls from people on the internet, actual Karens, and you're actually following what they're telling you to do and listening. And what did that make you feel better about your little pathetic self? I mean, straight up, homeboy, you ain't no man. Like, you can't be serious right now, bro. Like, seriously, bro, that's just crazy, man. And like I said, at the time, I didn't think about it because, like I said, it all happened so quick. I didn't, it didn't all register. So, like, I was just nice and polite about it. Like, okay, no big deal, fine. Just, I mean, and that's the right way to respond. But, after all of today went by, I started thinking about it and I was like, wait a minute. And I figured it out in 2 seconds. You know what I mean? Because it's just super obvious because these people, they follow the same trend. Like I said, that's Riddler behavior, man. They can't help themselves either. Like this is what I'm saying. You have to have a Batman because there's real Riddlers, there's real villains out there, and these people are all the wannabe villains on the internet, and they're all cowards. They're afraid of Batman. They stay the hell away from me. Everything they do is behind computers and phones. What a bunch of cowards. You feel me? Meanwhile, Batman runs the street, right? Getting bigger and stronger all the time. People are hilarious, man. Got 11 people watching me. I'm gonna get paid every little red cent on here for everybody that watches my shows. Getting tons of views, thousands upon thousands. I mean, I got these narcs coming undone, losing it. And you worried about, oh, tell him he can't take his bicycle in anywhere. Man, that's absolutely pathetic, bro. I'm just being real, man. This is crazy, man. Worried about that nonsense. Like, you think I care? No, I'm just looking for a reason to sue. See, I'm looking for a reason to file a lawsuit. That's what I'm saying. Like, no, y'all got the right guy to be playing these games with. Straight up, I'm the wrong one, bro. I told y'all I'm not the one because I'm gonna handle it all legally the right way. Yeah, those are the lawsuits right there. You just earned me about one, two, three lawsuits within 1 week because of your little weird phone calls, because of your stalking behavior. That's how easy it is. And you gotta understand, like I said, I go in all these places. I don't have any problems. I'm good to go. I do what I want, man. I'm not nervous about going anywhere or doing anything because I'm in the right and everything, and all I'm doing is living my life. It's kind of weird that people really feel that it's legal to target me as a citizen and think they're going to treat me some way or discriminate against me or literally give me attitude and then try to project and say I'm doing what they're doing, which they tried as well and didn't work. Right. And they look dumbfounded when I called them out on it and have to walk away and literally go pick stuff up like the wage slave they are, right? And like I said, I go right back right in front of all these people and they know I'm talking about them. Straight up. I show up whenever I want and I do what I want. Yeah, and people gonna leave me alone. There's nothing you can do. And if you come undone and you say something wrong to me one day, I'm just gonna have you on camera. I'm just gonna record everything, and then I'm gonna go public with that. And the more anybody wants to push an issue with me, I'm gonna go public and expose you. And you're probably gonna end up, honestly, losing your entire business and your job, and not being able to support your family or eat or anything. That's the truth. Like, people don't get it, man. Like I told you, I don't gotta explain it to you, man. Just check my history, bro. Apparently, y'all don't know nothing about who I am. None of you. You don't know how I get down and who I am, bro. I don't play no games, bro. I just get right to it, man, and I do it the right way. You understand? Like, I've gotten smart. I when I was younger, I wasn't as smart. I just did crazy stuff. Now that I'm older, I know how to go about things the right way. I know how to shut down your business legally the right way. You know what I mean? Y'all want to expose yourself, be my guest. See, that's the thing. People shouldn't run their mouth at me because I'm gonna get it exposed. I'm gonna get it on camera. Real talk. I'm gonna catch y'all on camera, running your mouth, and I'm gonna put the video out, and I'm gonna say the whole truth about the situation and y'all. Because that's what these people do. They can't even contain themselves. They so jealous and they mad at just a regular white man who's just living his life and doing YouTube as his career. How is that a big deal? Like I said, if people want to act weird, man, I'm going to start recording everything and putting it on camera. I'm going to make sure that you're on camera so that I have grounds for court when I sue for the lawsuit. And so people could see what you're doing. Not because I'm scared, but because that's what you do. Just like these agencies, what do they say? They say, we're filming for our protection. Okay, well, that's what we do. I film for my protection because I'm smart and I know how this game works. The game is all y'all do is bluff. Ain't none of you real. Ain't none of you about nothing. Ain't none of you from the street, and ain't none of you tough, right? So you bluff and you try to get real people, real dudes that you know are real, right? To get out of character or actually do something or make a mistake or whatever, if you, as you call it, right? My school of thought is different. We don't look at anything as making a mistake. We look at it as responding in the way that you're supposed to be, because that's what it is. But my whole point is you try to put out bait and you want basically street dudes to take your bait, and like you're dealing with one who's a lot smarter than that. Feel what I'm saying? So then they just all look dumbfounded because they're like, "Oh, we don't have any choice. It's like every day I see y'all and y'all look like that. Oh, we don't have any choice but to put up with you because there's nothing we can do. We can't run you off because you're too smart. Yeah, maybe you should figure that out, Billy." Right? Like, just like it doesn't make much sense to tell someone, oh, you can't have your bicycle in here if you had a bike in there a million times, right? You remind me of Luke on the block I grew up in. What my dad used to call him, Luke, the you know what, the right? Or literally, and it was funny. My dad was making fun of him one day because he said you're on Bab's property, and my dad kept making fun of him because he didn't say property, he said property. You're on Bab's property. He was talking to me because me and Luke would be on the block always going back and forth, and Luke was a chub chubs. He's a lot bigger than me. I was a little kid. I was small. And I would still win. They would have groups of people come up against me in the street when I was a kid, and I would win then. I always win. I'm gonna win the right way. I'm gonna win when it comes to just anything, bro. I'm gonna always win, man. And like I said, I'm not gonna watch how I speak, my language, my wording on here because I don't have to. Like I'm human, bro. I'm just gonna talk. You understand? I'm not doing this business where people have the ability to cause me any stress. You don't have the ability to cause me anything. I don't care about you people, none of you. I don't care what you say. I don't got nothing to defend. Do what you do. That's why, like I said, here's my new answer. You talk to my lawyer. You feel me? Well, who's your lawyer? Wouldn't you like to know? End of conversation. Then y'all start that smart talk like, okay, you disrespected me. Here's the camera. Turn the camera on. You want to be exposed publicly? That's what I thought. Keep your mouth shut. That's how we moving now. I'm not doing these games, partner. Like I said, y'all all know who run the streets. Y'all all know about me. Y'all all know who I am, how I get down, everything about me, bro. I'm not going to sit here and play these games, especially with y'all, bro. You feel me? These are all a bunch of nobodies. They're people who have no business having my name in their mouth. They all work for these little rinky dink establishments. And that's why I keep calling y'all out and going in on y'all. Y'all think you're cute. You think the stuff is funny. We're going to see how funny it is when I take this to court. We're going to see how funny it is when I file these lawsuits because you know they're coming. You feel me? That's all I really have to say, man. Like I said, dude made himself look like a joke, and I'm going to expose it. You people operate backwards online. The world doesn't. You feel me? You're not doing nothing but making yourself look bad. That's all y'all have ever done. You feel me? Like I said, I know your whole plot. I know where all of it comes from. I know all y'all. I know how all y'all get down, how all y'all think you're this and that, and you're grimy and you're just miserable. Just miserable, unhappy people, just like these people online who are so pathetic they couldn't stand up for themselves for what they wanted, right? And they all are manipulated by people who are weaker than them, and they just sit there being weak, and then they're unsatisfied, they're unhappy, they're miserable. You got people who are in relationships they don't want to be in, miserable, and they sit there and all they do is, oh, they jealous and envious of me. How does that make sense? You all have had opportunities I never had. You've had opportunities to be happy. You didn't take them. Your weakness has cost you your dreams. It's cost you, any results. It's cost you, being able to build a successful future or business. I mean, that's the thing. That's what they tell you. Dreams, you'll lose them while you're talking. And in the process of communication with people, you lose your dreams, your goals, and your aspirations for the future. The truth is, people have to have a backbone and a spine. If not, you just not going to stand for nothing, and you're going to keep losing. I don't care what y'all do. Like I said, you can sit there and play these games with whoever. Like I said, you've got all these people on my side. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's technically on my side or not, but I don't care at this point. It's just like I said, like I've told people what it is. If y'all want to play these games when I'm already like clearly not gonna take or I'm not gonna put up with this. I mean, it's common sense. It's way too much. Like it ain't making no sense, and it's coming from the same people that don't even have a name in this game. They don't have a monetized channel. They ain't doing nothing. Oh, and I saw y'all trying to bring that dude that I ran off of YouTube back on YouTube, right? That's illegal. You can't do that. He's banned from the network. So every time that you do that, right? What I can do is I can go ahead and take a screenshot and get the evidence of that, and I can turn that into court when I file the federal lawsuit. That you just can't seem to go away. Like, what do you need to be over here talking about? Oh, thank goodness he's back. Ain't nobody back on this network. If they got banned, they got banned. And I'm the reason that their channel got taken down. Yep. That's called justice. Yep. Because all they did was spread what? The opposite of love. Well, what business do they have being on a network, and why would you support that? Like I said, y'all claim you support people, but you support people while you hide. You're some cowards. You don't actually support him. You don't support none of these people. If it was toe to toe in the street in reality, none of you would stand up for these people. That's the difference between me and you. I stand on my issues in front of everyone for real in the street every day. 10 toes down, homie. So how do y'all think you're making yourself look when all you do is make phone calls and be a troll and a coward and promote cowardice? And I'm sitting here promoting strength, resilience, being a boss and a gangster. I mean, like I said, I'm swole as hell. I'm getting strong as hell. I mean, can't nobody even come close to me or compare. It is what it is, man. Let these people do what they do. I'm gonna continue to win and do what I do. You feel me? I don't need to tell people to leave me alone or let me do what I do because I'm gonna do what I want to do regardless. See, I'm just at the point I just don't care. If everybody going to come against me, just understand every single one of you individuals is going to lose. And all challenges are accepted. I'm welcoming all oncomers and all challengers. Please bring it. but you better bring it, because if you don't bring it, like I said, I'm going to win and you're going to lose. Okay? And I mean catastrophically, I'm going to win. So, like I said, like all y'all did was just earn yourself three lawsuits on three different companies right there, one being a restaurant, real smart. Is there any other bad, ill advised moves with your malicious intent that you'd like to make? You feel me? Well, meanwhile, like I said, I own billions in equity, mansion and estate, over 2,000 in jewelry, my own car lot. I pay over $100 every month and got hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars worth of cars in there, like mineral rights, oil royalties, website worth almost 2 G's, 2 grand. What are y'all talking about? I own buildings, bro, worth billions of dollars. This is not made up. This is real. I create my own arrangements. I create my own contracts for everything. I paid $110 for every car tow to create that car lot. I had thousands of dollars when I created that lot. It took thousands of dollars to create that lot. It took a lot of money. It's taken literally, it's easily over 10, 20 G's as far as all of what I've paid for it. That's the truth. So, what do you mean? I sound like a big baller. I sound like a rich guy and a guy who's wealthy. I have all sorts of stuff that I pay on and have to take care of. I pay a phone bill every month somehow. I've been able to do that thus far every single time with no help. Y'all don't donate. You do nothing. I'm not going to come on here and keep being nice and make it sound like this is Barney. I mean, Barney was sick behind closed doors like you people, right? Well, he was saying the ABCs. He was doing all sorts of crazy stuff, right? So, like I said, I mean, I'm just gonna say that like this is not Barney. This is reality. You understand? So I'm not gonna sit here and continue to be nice. If people want to sit here and mess around and play these games, no problem, bro. Like I said, we welcome all challenges. Just understand, we're gonna do everything the right way. Because this is the problem: is that people know that I run the street, so they know I'm a gangster. So since they don't come from that walk of life and they don't know nothing about being tough or being a man, right? They want to act like they're tough and like they're doing something by being cowards. Like, okay, be my guest. It's just going to get y'all exposed every time. Let's say the truth. What you're looking for is you're looking for me to get mad because you know my anger is insurmountable on a whole nother level, and you're trying to twiggle my wage just like I twiggle your wage every day. And it's impossible because you don't have the power to make me mad. You feel me? You're mad as hell seeing me win, so all you can do is, oh, I'm gonna try to do something to try to hold him back or create a roadblock. Yeah, like you're maniacal, bro. That's like some evil supervillain stuff out of a movie, bro. Like y'all are ridiculous, bro. Y'all funny as hell, man. And imagine not having identity or not being nobody. Like they'll never exist. No matter what they do, they don't exist. You still don't have an identity. You still don't have a name. I don't know who any of you are. You don't exist to me. And that's all it is. You're just seeking existence in the world and you just go about it by doing illegal activity. And that makes sense to you? Heinous acts of weird stuff? Boy, stop it. Like I said, this is why we have to have a Batman. It is what it is. And like I said, I just don't care when people get online and say, all I want to do is mess with Sneak. You ain't never messed with me. Neither have any of your people. In fact, every little member of your online crew has been Sun G checked, told exactly what it is directly to them, and they all back down. That's what happened, boy. Don't act like you forgot reality, boy. You can't suspend reality because, oh, you delusional. Oh, I want to call myself a troll, and now all of reality is suspended and it disappears. No, no, reality happened. Yeah, y'all got back down a long time ago. You lost. I don't know what you talking about. Then you started all this weird passive aggressive nonsense online, running around like a coward. Yeah, because you got some kind of traumas that you working through that you'll never get over, obviously. Like, cry me a river. You feel me? I don't care about you. I don't. I don't care how you feel. I don't care what your issues are. Y'all ain't got no problems. Y'all ain't been through nothing. Like I said, you've had every valid opportunity and you sit online doing that nonsense, making no money, not working. How you gonna sit here and worry about my job and me doing my job and trying to stop me from doing my job and then think I'm not gonna get pissed, right? And react when I'm a human being. That don't make no sense. I got a business to run, bro. How would anyone take that? How would you feel out there, people, if somebody's trying everything, every minute, every breath to try to stop you from making money and run your business and they're not able to do so? Like I said, it's just pettiness, bro. Like, bro, I don't need the bike in any of these buildings. That has nothing to do with my business. You know what I mean? You're worried about the wrong things as usual. Priorities. You never get your priorities straight. So, like I said, it is what it is, man. Y'all look ridiculous and y'all some cowards, and that dude is a coward, and that's all I have to say. You know what I mean? Like I said, it is what it is. Like I said, anything further, and I'll just go public with your name, straight up. I'll just expose you publicly because this is ridiculous, man. I've got entire departments and agencies that are supporting the Batman that know the truth about who I am a little bit more. And like I said, they're rolling down their window, taking photos of me, showing nothing but love. And I got to deal with rented security guards now who are jealous and envious of me. The more that you do these antics, you people online, the more you're going to expose the truth that I'm a good person, I'm a good, solid dude, and that all these people that work at these rinky dink establishments, they're the real criminals and they're the problem. They're all committing money laundering. They're all committing crimes. Like I said, if you're allowing employees to just ride the clock, which I just got confirmation and proof of that through this illegal stuff you just did behind my back, right? That you did of your own accord. You approached me today and you walked right into this, into a potential prison sentence because I mean, it's just unreal. I mean, like, why are you bothering me at all? Why are you even talking to me? Like, bro, just do what you do, bro. Walk around in circles and do nothing. That's what you do. Just like I said, just like that fake shoe shining place where they sit there and the owner was jealous of me. And he was jealous and mad when he saw me literally just doing what I had to do to survive and trying to keep my business going. Like, that's just crazy, man. Like, how is you mad? Like, everything is money with these people, but they make no money. That shoe shining business don't make no money. None. Zero. Like I said, I told y'all out the gate on camera. I was like, yeah, that's way too aggressive, bro. You can't just walk up to people like they literally be trying to bother you, bro. I'm sitting there working, talking about, yo, can I clean your shoes? And no, I don't need you to clean my shoes, bro. I buy new shoes all the time. Okay, the ones I got on Gucci slip-ons right now. They cost over $1,000. You understand? Your hands can't even afford to touch these shoes. Straight up, bro, you broke. You know, feel me? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat nothing anymore. I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. If people in the valley, much less, want to sit here and act like this, I'm gonna call y'all out publicly. You feel me? Because you don't have anything to stand on, no basis, no nothing. And I got all the facts and I got the presence, I got the platform, I got the charisma, and I got the reality. We can just make it fun with all y'all and call y'all out publicly like this. And what are y'all going to do about it? Nothing. Like I said, your whole goal is somebody gets mad on the internet. They're jealous of me. They're envious and they're a Karen and they're doing illegal activity. They're a criminal that needs to be locked up and arrested immediately. So y'all refuse to do your job, right? And then or you're not able to do anything about it, which is it is what it is. That's fine, right? If that's the case in some scenarios. But the point is, a Karen gets mad online, and then oh, it's supposed to matter in my world. It doesn't. Try harder. It never will. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, and the whole goal is they want to get me banned from everywhere I go. This has been their goal. They've said it straight out since I don't know how many years. So they started following me around the internet. This weird lady who wants to be a dude came online and said exactly her intentions towards me. And guess what? I have a voicemail from you, and we're going to federal Supreme Court, and you're guaranteed to go to prison. And it's going to be a lengthy, hefty sentence. It's guaranteed with what you said in that voicemail. So, like I said, these are people who are in collusion across state lines. That's all felonies. These are some high charges, bro. These are high profile crimes, bro. You feel me? And now you've got fake rented security guards involving themselves in my federal lawsuit. Real smart. Do you see what I'm saying now? So, like I said, I mean, they're going to ask in court. They're probably going to say it's miscellaneous, that nonsense, but they're going to say, like, well, yeah, like, well, I mean, he can't film a video, and I mean, if why is it their business to call and then have someone say, "Oh, you can't have the bike. Why can't you have the bike? What's wrong with the bicycle?" You know what I mean? Like what? Like I said, that's what these people try to do. They so petty and pathetic. They stuck in their wage slave job and they all miserable and unhappy and broke. And they gotta, sit there and work there for like 60 years, getting nowhere and have meetings doing nothing, and they're all just unhappy and jealous of me. And because I'm a grown man that actually built his own company and at least what I do has freedom to it. That's why they're all mad. Right. So it shows you're frustrated being a wage slave. Maybe you should listen to my philosophy. It's like Fight Club, the movie, like when he tells them, let it out, what is his name, Ray or whatever. He said, "Let it out. You should join us. You would like it here, Lou. Let it out, Lou." That's exactly what I am, because I'm the human spirit talking to y'all, and y'all can't handle. I'm Tyler Durden in the flesh. That's exactly what it is. Let it out, Lou. You don't know where I've been, Lou. You don't know where I've been. That's me. 100%. Because see, people don't understand. No, I'm not crazy. I'm crazy to y'all. It's just like that movie with Tyler Durden. I'm crazy to y'all because I'm in the true human spirit. I'm not worried about material. My material doesn't make me. You're not your khakis. You're not your jeans. You're not how much money you have in the bank. You're not the shirt you're wearing. You're not your girlfriend. You're not none of that. You're who you are, and that's it. You don't draw validation from outside external sources. I don't get validation from anybody. I have true love with Christina. Okay, I know who I am. I validated myself day one. So, like I said, I'm gonna continue to teach people and be an inspirational role model for people. And like I said, you're gonna see tons of this because these people never stop. And it's like all you're doing is just showing people how jealous you are. And my deal is people don't understand what it feels like to constantly be under attack like this by strangers who are cowards and they won't even face you. Like that's not cool, man. And the streets don't respect it. Like I said, nobody respects it. And quite frankly, I already heard the truth through the readings that y'all got people that are already like all over y'all. They already on y'all. That's what I heard. Straight up, that's what the reading said. I heard it was like a motorcycle gang or something. That's what the download said. This is all spiritual downloads, just my intuition, my gift. Yeah, I heard they all on y'all like white on rice. Ha ha. Just like they were in Austin, right? In Austin, they were trying to do the same thing. Like people don't like what these people are doing, bro, especially when it comes to just it is what it is, man. I'm not even going to explain it, bro, because I don't want anything to be twisted, so that's the only reason why I watch what I say, because I know people want so bad to try to twist things and twist my words and play victim. You can't trap me with my words, man. Like I said, I'm just like Jesus, identical. They did the same thing with Jesus. They did put him through what he they put him through, just like they did with me. Literally, I'm doing it right in front of your eyes, resurrecting, right in front of you. I'm walking right out of the tomb just like Jesus did. The exact same thing. Literally, right in front of your eyes, and you people don't even know what's going on. You're sitting there looking at YouTube thinking, oh, I'm just watching YouTube. No, you're watching the second coming of Christ. Literally, in front of you, and it's all proven. Everything I went through is real. Like that's why I can't stand that church group when like Raul, when he's like trying to act like what I went through didn't happen. Bro, I've felt what I've been through physically every day. You see me going through it, the suffering, how horrible it's been. How could you ever sit there, and what kind of horrible person are you? The audacity of you to sit there and try to dismiss that, and you're actually delusional and act like your delusion is real. Like what? I'm sitting there telling you I'm still dealing with that physically, and he's talking about, oh, stop it. Like, yeah, bro, you ain't cute. That's why I don't want to be there, because I'm surrounded by enemies. All those people are my enemies, bro. Those aren't friends. And the truth is, there ain't too many friends, and I don't need them. I got Christina and I got God, and that's all I need. The rest of you, quite frankly, are all demonically possessed, and I'm gonna have a field day exposing y'all on here. Feel me? So that's all I gotta say, Cuzzy. Like I said, just understand that dude. I don't have no respect for him, bro. He's a nobody. And I'm just saying, like, when I look at you, I look down on you already, man. I'm glad I'm not in your position. You settled. Like, I'm not in your boat, bro. I went and got me a real girlfriend. Like, she's gonna be here physically. Like I said, I've never had any of those problems. I got nothing to prove to nobody. Like, I love my situation. I love everything with Christina. Straight up. I could care less what y'all talking about online. Y'all weird. You feel me? Like I said, I'm glad I'm not that dude. Like he's probably been married for years in a miserable marriage. With like I'm saying, bro. Like, can you imagine? Like, I would never even marry someone from the valley. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, that would be an embarrassment, in my opinion. I just outgrew this place a long time ago, man, and I'm not going anywhere no time soon. So you have to get used to me. You feel me? Like that's why they all mad, because they know I outgrew this place. They're a bunch of adults, bro, and they don't know how to adult. Straight up, they adults and they don't act like adults. It's really sad and pathetic, man. It's like William Bill Cooper said. I saw an interview thing, and he was saying, he said guys will actually talk about like a linebacker on a football team, and they think that's a big accomplishment to go sit down and have beers and talk about, oh, you know, this tight end that plays for the Buffaloes or blah blah blah. And he said it's just really sad. It is sad. It's sad, the dichotomy of a country that doesn't care about its freedom, that doesn't care about anything going on. Like I said, I've had these people, they're still following my posts on social media, Some of them came up in front of me. I'm sitting there eating, and they just stood there for like 10 minutes. Like, do you have something you need to get off your chest or say? And I don't even think it was a bad way. Some of the people probably like me or whatever, but it's like people are just odd, man. It's like being in a zoo, and it's like you feel like you're the exhibit, but they don't all understand that they are. See, all y'all need to change the paradigm. It's not you looking from the outside in, it's I'm looking at the outside in. It's like basically if I went to the zoo and all the animals were staring at me and they thought I was in the zoo exhibit. Does that make sense? But really, I'm the one visiting the zoo and they're in the zoo. They're in the exhibit. That's how it is dealing with all y'all. Because you have this delusion that you all really think you're somebody. Like, bro, I'm gonna be real with you, man. Everything about y'all, I don't have to spell it out. Everything about y'all, everything you got going, everything around you is fake. That's what you don't get. I'm so much on another level and I'm a genius. I'm so much on another level intellectually and with my mind and like my astral body project astral projection and just I got you gotta understand I'm a gangster in different dimensions, bro. I'm handling stuff in different dimensions. I travel to other dimensions straight up. That's what you do with astral projection. Y'all are not intelligent enough to know what I'm talking about. These are all real things that I practice. Just like with the subconscious, right? So other people they want to copy my rhetoric, but there's one thing to talk it and there's another thing to do. See, just like one thing to talk made up digits of money like y'all do online that never bothered me. I don't care. I just told you simply one thing not to do it because we have to deal in facts. You're spreading misinformation. That's all. So you try to take everything and change it into something it's not. I don't have time to deal with you. You're just there to cause frustration. Goodbye. Have a nice, time and go find a job and a hobby. But for me, the fact is, at the end of the day, there's no way to really cause me frustration. I'm too happy. Like I said, my energy is my energy. I don't give it to the world. I don't care what the world says or does. The one thing I'm never going to let the world ever do to me again is just approach me and then start bringing me problems. I don't play like that, bro. I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm letting you know right now. So, like I said, this is what I'm doing, right? I'm standing up for myself. Yeah, and I'm calling him out and I'm calling y'all out publicly for what you just did. That was a stunt, that was illegal, and it's nonsense. And y'all did it now, what, twice within the same week in two different establishments? You've done it basically with three companies. Within a week? That's not domestic, you know what? That's crazy, man. Like I said, these people need to go to jail, bro. Like straight up, bro. That's insane, bro. All inexcusable, all for no reason. When I'm just sitting here living my life, and people could just be like, "Yo, he has a nice bike," and instead of being jealous of the bike, because that's all it's about. These people are so petty. They jealous of a bike, bro, because the bike costs like $200. Oh wow, $200, bro. $200 is nothing to me, bro. $200 is literally like a pack of peanuts. Do you understand that? To me, it's like one peanut in the pack. Like $200 is nothing, bro. Like I'm just being honest, bro. Like seriously, bro. $200? Like yeah, that's a lot right now to just do what I want to do. Yeah, yeah, any money is a lot right now. Well, yeah, this is my waiting period. It's not that I'm doing anything wrong. This is what God is putting me through to heal me and build me and condition me. Do you understand that? I'm exactly the way I'm supposed to be. I'm exactly where I need to be. Everything I'm doing is the way I'm supposed to do it. Worry about your life path instead of worrying about others. You feel me? And these people know it, man. They all know the truth in their heart, and that's why they all men. I don't have time to worry about people and fake politicking and fake politics, man. I don't care what y'all talking about. Just like Jesus and God told me, He said, don't fight the closed doors. But my whole deal is, I'm not going to have people create closed doors that don't exist. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not going to have people, oh, I'm a Karen and I'm mad online, so I'm going to make a phone call and now he's going to be banned from a place or lose this or take a loss. Yeah, I'm not playing that game. Hell no. I'm going to, probably just get pissed and verbally, tell everybody off and put them all in their place. And I'm going to go public and expose everything. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, no, there has to be a response. I can't just sit there and not say anything. Oh yeah, Karen gets mad online and I'm supposed to take losses for that or suffer? Hell no. I don't play like that. Like I said, that stuff works with them other people. So, like I said, like at this point, they're just in such a complete serious desperation. It's absolutely unreal because they've been in a desperation like this for years. They don't know how to do anything else. Like, dude, you're wasting your time, bro. It doesn't have an effect on me. This isn't a reaction. It's actually me enjoying it and using it to make money. Every time that you do these things, I'm gonna get paid for it. You understand that? Regardless. regardless of what happens with my channel, my business. I want to talk of like this. I want the content to be like this. I don't want the content to be boring or just trying to be goody two shoes on here no more. So I'm willing to take that chance. I want the content to be wholesome. I want people to really hear where I'm coming from and how I feel because I'm saying the truth that needs to be said. And that's what I feel like. That's what I feel, and I stand on it. So that's all I got to say, man. Enjoy your, unhappy day as usual, and I'll continue to enjoy my happy days every day. Oh, happy day when Jesus walked. Oh, happy day when he walked. Oh, happy day when Jesus walked. Oh, happy day. Ooh, when he walked. That's from that movie with Martin Lawrence. Oh, happy day when Jesus walked. Oh, happy day when he walked. But yeah, like I said, man, let them all do what they do and be jealous and envious while the superstar continues to blow. The superstar continues to get more and more famous and they can't stop it. Thought I told you that we won't stop. Thought I told you that we won't stop. And like I said, all these people just, I love it, man, because you got people that I thought was cool and I thought was down and I thought was real dudes. And then I find out they suck. You feel me? Like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? That's all I need to know. You feel me? Like, people don't get it, man. I'm not gonna waste my time with you. I'm not worried about you. I don't care about you. But once I know, I just stay the hell away from you. Ain't no more talking after that. I'm not talking to dude. I'm not talking to none of y'all. What is there to talk about? You know what I mean? If you're gonna give me a harder time than I already got, like, do you understand the magnitude of what I go through to get done what I get done? Like these people know, and then they want to try to go give me more hard time. Oh hell no, bro! I ain't putting up with that. I ain't taking none of this nonsense. You feel me? I'm gonna keep on exposing y'all and laughing. All right. So I'll talk to y'all later, man. Just remember, man, I'm doing well. I'm good.